Hi there, I've been using my new frother and it works so good. Now, I've had them in the past and I've had quite a few of them. I don't really know where they went. I had some in the US and some in Italy. The ones in Italy I probably didn't bring home, but sometimes somebody will ask me for something and then I give it to them and then I don't have it in the US. So I cheated and put the espresso in there too, so I frothed the, I gotta watch what I'm doing. Do you see that, you guys? I'll end up getting a mustache. You heat the milk on the stove, although the mother was telling me that this can go on the stove, just don't melt the handle. And you gotta be careful, you don't want this to melt. I myself would be a little bit afraid to do that. But I'm eating some of their ciambelli. Which are round donut cookies with a hole in the middle, and they're made with wine. Never seen them made with white wine, but they had white wine or red wine. I got the ones with the red wine. And for some odd reason, you guys, I've been doing a lot of reminiscing in my mind over all this time that, what coming to Italy has meant to me, which is much more personal than most people that are travelers. Finding my Italian family, raising my youngest daughter here, learning the language. Fitting into the culture was really easy for me. Even my Italian friends say to me, Francesca, you're Italian, you're not American. Your behavior, the way you act, how social you are, you're not American. Even though your dad was Irish, mom was 100% Italian. Sorry, the cookie gets caught. And, having had my mom for the first 24 years of my life, and her being gone, I think it's 39 years now. And then, got to be careful, I don't want to cry, because I had that cardio version where they, electrocuted me for my heart, March 26th. I used to have this problem in the past, that I start thinking of sensitive things, I would just start crying. That happened. Yeah, it was probably what made me more tender from having a very rough childhood, that I would never cry. We were not allowed to cry. It's funny, getting electrocuted for heart surgeries forced my emotions to come together with my feelings at a level that I can cry. But, I just look at how wonderful and beautiful and amazing Italy is. And I just keep thinking about my grandmother. She never left her village. They didn't have cars, they were poor, they were lucky if they had shoes. Really, I mean, they had dirt floors in their house. They brought their animals. They were on one side, and then the other side of the house and the wall was the animals. Even though my family was meticulously clean. She has no idea what her country looked like. She never saw our country. Been thinking a lot about that. Kind of wish, well, I always wish. My mom never got to see Italy. My sister never got to see Italy. My sister's deceased, Janet. And my grandmother never went back. Never got to see her father or her siblings or all her other family ever again when she left Italy in 1920. But they never knew. I always say this. They never knew I went to Italy. They never knew I got citizenship through my grandmother. Never knew I learned the language, that I lived here, that I'm in love with the country. They never knew. I wish they knew. Now that I know so much, I would have asked them so many questions. I mean, I did always ask questions, and I interviewed my grandmother when I was in 6th grade. And I was able to tie the details together, going back to see the family in San Giorgio Leone, getting to know them, all the family stories that I had ever heard, getting them validated, going into Ellis Island documents. You know, I was making a little mini series, How Italy Changed Me. And it did. Italy made me a better person. Italy made my life a better life. No two ways about it. No two ways about it. Gave me perspectives. Different world perspectives. You know what? This frother, although I think most, even if I gave this to some of my family members, I think, to tell you the truth, for me, I'm passionate. I'm a frother. I love froth. Skooma. I just dropped skooma on my cookie. I can't say that all other Americans are like me, that they would take the time to